Oh, there she is. Hey,
Hi,
Jerry. You look beautiful.
thank you. I love your rap.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The white one always just behaves exactly like it's supposed to. All right. So, welcome in, everyone. We're going to give just a few more moments for some folks to roll on in. But I hope everyone has had a great day today. How was your day, Jerry?
It was good. It was good, full as always. But
Yes.
we here
Yes. This entrepreneur life keeps us very busy.
with the big bold explanation. Point, point.
Mhm. Yeah. We go from working 40 hours to 24. Pretty much.
I think there's more boundary setting involved in entrepreneurship than,
Hmm.
you know, working a 9 to 5.
Hmm.
Because you gotta,
Absolutely.
there is no, you have to determine when you clock in and clock out.
Right.
So, yeah.
Welcome in, everyone. Please go ahead and share the live with a friend or two. Tonight, we are going to be discussing the Save Yourself event that we have coming up. If this is something that you know that your friends would be interested in, family members, go ahead and share it out. I was just telling Latoya, it's been so long since I've been in Instagram land. Carolyn, hey! Shalissa, hey Shalissa. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. I'll give it just another few moments, y'all. Please go ahead and share the live out. How has everybody's day been today? Happy Thursday, Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I feel like since the holidays, I still haven't gotten the grasp of keeping track of what day it is. The holidays threw me off so bad. I don't feel like I've yet
Caught up yet?
caught up. Yeah. Yeah. And we're about what, 3 weeks past the holidays.
We're not even halfway through the month if we really want to look at it. So we're doing good if we're even writing 2026 as a date yet.
Yes. I just love that you support me and everything.
I mean, 14
She,
days.
she gotta have my back. Carolyn says she forgot about 6:30. It feels so far into the month, but still so new. That is so true, Shalissa. So true. I was writing something today, and I was like, "Oh, it's almost." It was about January 17th, and I was like, "How is it almost January 17th already?" I feel like we just said Happy New Year.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, how did this happen?
And it's okay.
Yeah. Well, time is. I've been saying for a while that time isn't real anyway. So yeah, time isn't real.
Hmm. Yeah. Bears are still sleeping. I keep reminding myself it's really hibernation season.
Yes.
So the bears are still sleeping, and it's okay if I, slow my pace.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. When the sun comes out and the
It's a little
temperatures
warmer. The
are,
temperature invites me out.
yes,
Spring hits, the birds are chirping and singing
yes.
and everything.
Hmm.
Okay.
And I've had a few people ask me about doing stuff this week. And I said, have you heard there's a freeze warning coming? I don't know if you know what that means to me, but it means that I don't go outside. Like,
You got to say the whole thing. Have you heard that it's a freeze warning and I'm Caribbean?
Yes.
It doesn't mix.
It doesn't go together.
I
It just
really look for your post this time of year. Like, bar none, you have the best. The way you just be peeking in your peeking in your post, like, it's not for me.
yeah. It's coming, especially this week. It's coming. Just look out. Look out for the pose. Look out. Hey, D Saul, welcome in. Welcome in.
Hey, hey.
What's up, man? I'm so just happy to see y'all right now.
It's exciting. It's so close. It's just so
What-
close.
I know it. What's up, Jerry? I haven't seen you in like I guess
A year.
like this in a minute, man. What's going on?
I know. Look, and I was saying the same thing for the three of us to be the ones on the chat tonight. I was like, okay, let's go back to Panera Bread. Why don't we?
Why don't
Yeah.
we? That would be good. That would be good. That would be
Yes,
good.
yes, yes.
That would be
Yeah.
good.
I just love telling that story
Oh yeah, man.
because
It like I remember going home that night. I was telling my lady like something like God was in the room today
had
for
to be.
real. Cause
Because it
I
was
had
really, if you remember, it was really my daughter Taylor who was there talking about her move to Colombia, and we were talking about like property investment and everything. And that's what caught your ear, what
yep.
she was talking about with the property investment. And then
Mhm,
it just became this big conversation. And
yep.
it just, yeah,
And now we're here.
I could see Marsha's wheels turning.
I said, I'm writing, and I have my little notebook. I said, did he say financial?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It was like
Yeah.
perfect timing, man. I had, that was one part of it. And the other part of it for me was I had been like praying for a community and
Mm,
like-minded people. I made this switch in my life, probably about 4 years ago where my mindset changed and I just wanted to be around more quality people, I should say, that align with some of the things that I'm aligned with. And like for that to happen and like well, I was like, I don't know. For a minute, I'm like, this can't be as legit as it seemed. And then when I went to the event and it was everything, I'm like, this is it right here, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just felt like perfect alignment. You like when stuff like that happen, it's hard to question whether that's a creator or not. Like it's super hard to question that when stuff like that happens. And then when it aligns and then it manifests into what it currently is,
Yeah.
like it's there got to be something that's doing
Yeah.
something and making something happen. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yep.
And my daughter is still following you. She is what, a year into Columbia, Missouri, living up there, establishing her life, but still following you, still taking, nuggets and everything. So it's,
Let's
it was meant to
go.
be.
Let's go. Let's go. What's, what's up, Queen? How you
Hello.
doing?
Good. How are you guys?
good,
Cool,
good.
man. How y'all day was today?
Day was very busy.
Mhm.
It's been a pretty busy couple of weeks, but I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Grateful. So,
I was sharing, that there's a lot of boundary setting that has to happen when you're an entrepreneur, because nobody is telling you when to clock out. Nobody's giving you a set schedule. So you have to be very cognizant of, your capacity and how much time you're putting in and cognizant of rest,
Yeah.
rest and recovery. So yeah, I mean, trying to stick to boundaries and getting other people to honor them. I think that's where I've been.
How's that been going? Like this is something like that you putting a priority on this year more?
No, it's every year. It's all the
Okay.
time. It's
Okay.
all the time. But
so
what
Okay.
I think what go ahead, Marsha.
I was just gonna say, if there is one thing I know and I love about Jerry, if she is gonna make you respect them boundaries, okay? That is one thing I have learned and incorporated into my life because to witness it, to be like this close and witness her say, I don't have the capacity for that. I'm not doing that. I
It's
said,
not
Teach
just
me, Jerry. Teach
I
me.
mean, it's not just a spoken word. Like that is a boundary. That spoken word came out of me my spirit screaming, I don't have the capacity, and feeling like people were just kind of dismissing what I was saying. That's where the
Mm,
spoken word came from. And I mean, yeah, so I was going to say, adding to what you just said, Marsha, and Saul, your question is not about the fact that I haven't had boundaries in place. It's just what I have experienced is that as other people's seasons change, they start pulling in a different way. And I have to remind them, it's still no.
Hmm.
It's still like my phone goes in calm mode at 9, so I don't get notifications. If I look at my phone, I'll see notifications, but the sound goes away. And then at 10 o'clock, it goes into sleep mode.
Yeah.
Even if I'm up till 11, I don't have to acknowledge anything on my phone. And so for me, when I say boundary setting, like, don't do a business text with me after 8 o'clock. I'm not responding to the next day, because that is the boundary that I've set for myself and to communicate to other people. Like, just because I'm an entrepreneur doesn't mean we can be online at midnight handling
right.
a transaction. I'm not doing that. That's not,
Let me,
I'm not
and
doing that.
let me say one thing, and one thing I hate about that too. Like, let's say I shut off like work mode for the day or whatever, and I get on Instagram and make a post about whatever I want to make a post about. You come up under my DMs talking about, hey, I text you, whatever, whatever. Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on
Yeah.
Instagram trying to have a social life right now. It's social media,
Yep.
social network. I'll
Yep.
respond to you tomorrow. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
that's one thing that happened. And I was
Yep.
gonna add too with the boundaries. For a long time, I didn't have any. I was just saying yes, 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 yes to a lot of things. And part of how all this for me is full circle is that, self love. That's a trait of self love. Self love isn't just about, getting a massage and, getting your hair, all that stuff right there. It's setting boundaries, saying no, learning how to say no.
Yeah.
I was reading
Mhm.
Limitless, and one thing I learned, and probably you can hear it from anywhere, is never say no to yourself by saying yes to somebody else.
Yep.
And when I learned that, I'm like,
Hmm.
I rock with that. Don't say
Yeah.
no to yourself by saying yes to somebody else. That's
Yeah.
powerful.
Hmm.
I like that. I
Yeah.
have a hard time with that, Jerry, with the boundaries from work and home because I have small kids. So my daytime, you can ask Marsha how many times Marsha's like, "Can we talk today?" I'm like, "Girl, tomorrow I'm in car line. Girl, tomorrow I'm at soccer. Can I talk to you at 10 when they're down?"
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
right now, you coming on? Yeah, I'm still doing bedtime routine. Give me a minute. Like, it's just hard. And that, as you guys know, my biggest thing is motherhood and having that balance. And for me, I preach it, and sometimes I have to stop and be like, "You told these people what to do. You need to do it yourself. You need to,"
Absolutely.
Yep.
because I can tell you the whole month of December was, I don't have it in me. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Okay, fine, let
Mm.
me. And you just find the little mustard seed, and you're like, "Okay, I'll just give it to you. That's fine. Okay, okay." And then by the end of the month, I'm like, I just need patience and time under the Christmas tree for myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
So
And I think it does. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marsha.
I was just gonna say we just jumped in and got to it. No introductions or anything. We just jumped in here and got to the nitty gritty. But I do want to make a formal introduction since we're kind of merging our circle here. So I am Marsha, owner of Royal Beauty Beads and um, Sanctuary. I make waist beads, wire wrap jewelry. I sell crystals, all those things. And Save Yourself Experience is our conference. We have a 2 day conference this year. Two and a half, two and a half, because we do have our
Friday.
meet and greet on Friday evening. So that's going to be amazing. So yeah, tonight we're just going to be discussing the event, what it's going to look like. And if you heard what we talked about thus far, you can kind of tell which speaker is going to be hitting what topic. But I'll go ahead and I guess Jerry's to my left or my right. Don't know how it's put on you guys' side, but Jerry, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and just let them know what you'll be speaking about, and then we'll just continue that on.
Yeah, so I'm Jerry. I have several different brands out there on social media. Just Jerry as a speaker and author. Right Start Administrative. I do a lot of administrative consulting and business consulting. All things creative. I am an artist by God given talent. So I do a lot of art and creative consulting. And then Timmy Cafe, which is going to be sponsoring a tea bar at the Save Yourself event. But Timmy Cafe will be a brick and mortar coming to the South DeKalb, Atlanta area very soon, and then spreading across the nation as well. So those are my pieces. Very passionate about, tea and the wellness benefits of tea. And so I just love the idea of Save Yourself. This will be my third time with the event. Marsha and I met in 2022 or 2022, September of 2022. I had surgery and had to cut all of my waist beads off. And in a desperate cry on Facebook in a waist bead group that we were both in, I put a post out like, "Oh my God, can somebody recreate these and put them back?" And several people had commented, but for some reason, Marsha's comment stood out. And it wasn't, y'all know Marsha. It was not, it was like two or three words, like, "I'm in Snow Mountain." Like that, it wasn't, but for some reason, that's the one I noticed. And so I responded back, like, "Okay, are you available?" Like she responded, and she recreated 27 strands. And then we scheduled for her to tie them. And that was a beautiful session we had. And we just been kind of connected since then. So when I heard about Save Yourself, and she was like, "I want you to," okay, I think I said yes before she even finished what she said, because I just believe in her spirit and what she brings to the world. And so, yeah, happy to be joining again, hosting and facilitating a workshop on journaling. I've been a scribe and journaling since I was a child. And literally, I have told my kids, I'm a mother of six, and I have six grandchildren now. And I have told my children that when I pass and my journals are handed over to them, they gonna really know who their mama was. Like, that's how much I write. So I believe in the therapeutic act of journaling, and I believe in the storytelling and just holding our narrative in ink. No shade to the virtual spaces and audio, voice notes and all that type stuff, but there's something about our story in ink that just brings it to life and manifests it and kind of holds the emotion behind it too.
Yes, indeed, man. Y'all want me to go after her? I don't know. I'm be able to do that. It's something else I want to add about the journaling thing too, because your prompts were super powerful last year. Like I really enjoyed that. And it did help me tap even more into journaling. I wanted to say about the bringing it to life deal. I'm a big believer in manifestation, and physical, right?
Yep.
So everything starts out in the mind. Everything
Mhm.
starts out with a thought in a
Mhm.
mind, and it's in a form of, also a form of energy. But if
Yeah.
you want to alchemize that energy in the thought in the mind and make it physical, then put it on physical. Take it
Yeah.
from out of the mind and make it physical by writing it down. If you put it in the notes in your phone, then it's still virtual. It's still not physical.
In the
Make it
cloud.
physical, right? Make it physical. It's
Yep.
just it's an order of process from mental thought. Thought goes to paper. Then once it's on paper, you'll be surprised at how you start physically acting out the things that's on paper. So just
Absolutely.
just wanted to add that one part.
Yeah.
And I'm not a journaler, guys. I won't be talking about journaling and the mind and stuff like that at Save Yourself. I'll be talking about financial education, right? Using our finances to really boss up and save ourselves. Right. So form of self-love to take care of your finances. So I'm going to be talking about that at the Save Yourself experience. I am a first-time home buyer specialist. I'm a realtor. I help people from credit to closing and beyond. I literally help people. It doesn't matter if you come to me and 400 credit score If you come to me with a goal in mind and you're serious about it, I'm gonna take you from being someone that's with a low credit score to not only buying a home, but we're gonna buy investment properties. I'm gonna show you how to save and invest. I'm gonna show you the whole way through to where what Marsha said, you can't pour from an empty cup. I don't care how you try to say it. You can't pour from an empty cup and you can't pour from an empty bank account. So I'm gonna be there showing how you can use the money that you already make. I'm not gonna tell you to go get another job and go do all this. The money that you already make, we're gonna do a budget. I'm gonna show you how you can shrink some of those expenses that you have. You think all those Netflix subscriptions and stuff that you're paying. We're gonna talk about how we can dwindle this down so we can start bossing up our life, right?
That's
And then
awesome.
after you start making those financial responsibilities and taking care of yourself financially, now you can go and splurge and do all these different things, right? It's all gonna be on the budget, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. So I'm super excited for joining again. Save Yourself 2026. We talked a little bit earlier about how I was introduced to this. They hyped it up, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, but before I came and joined last year, they hyped it up. And I will say that it was every bit of what they said. I had a very, very good time, learned a lot, met what I feel like gonna be some lifelong friends there. And I'm like super excited. We're a couple of weeks away, y'all. I'm literally every day working on this budget exercise that I have for y'all, this speech, man. I'm super pumped about what 2026 is gonna bring. And I'm excited that I met y'all in Panera Bread that day. For sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
For
yes.
sure. For sure.
And I'm Shalisa. Formerly It's So Johnson Design. My passion started from crafting into a focus on moms and motherhood and self care, prioritizing self care from a very long winded self story. I've been with Marcia at Save Yourself. Is it 3 years? All 3 years? 4 years? 18 years? I don't know. Our whole lives?
Listen. So when we tell the story, you will understand why she was a part of it since the very first one.
Yes. Yes. Marsha and I go back some years now. Feels like a lifetime because now we're stuck. We talk
Yeah.
literally every day and support each other. But Save Yourself is just, again, another passion project from Marsha and something that she stands heavily with, and conversations that I'm sure she's had with each of us individually that has just grown into something so amazing and something that she doesn't probably even realize how much she's touching people with when they leave. So I'm really excited to be back this year, and I'm going to be focusing on kind of what we're talking about with boundaries and motherhood, but the importance of pivoting our power as parents.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
stuff.
People need to hear that about the boundaries, man. I'm telling you, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
boundaries are so important because I
yeah,
mean it goes to the you can't pour from an empty cup. Like
yeah,
if you don't have boundaries, you're gonna always be empty. You're gonna never
yeah.
have nothing to give. And so having those boundaries create not only more energy for yourself, but more energy for your loved ones because now you
Mhm.
got more to give. For
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
And you have to acknowledge that boundaries need to adjust in different seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, Shalissa, as you're talking about having young kids, I'm sure your capacity looks different in the summertime than it does when school is in session,
It
and
changes from
so,
Saturday to Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's completely different.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Yeah. So we can't be so rigid in our own boundaries that we're not flexible enough to shift when we need to when those
Mhm.
seasons change. For me, I know a big shift was stepping into caregiving. So I didn't mention that in my introduction, but I'm a full-time caregiver to my dad and he requires full care. And so that's another reason why one of the boundaries as far as setting my phone on sleep mode and everything is because while everybody else might have social battery after 9 o'clock, I got to tend to a whole grown man, and get him ready for bed and everything. So it is just every season is different, and we have to be flexible and willing to adjust and restructure our boundaries with every season we step into.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I want to add too, Shalissa, like she's gonna be talking about just things about like motherhood that you can use, tools that you can use to create just have better time
Productive.
management,
Hmm.
really
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
productivity,
Yep.
boundaries, all the things. And that's why I like so much about the event. It's like we're not talking about, a lot of times I do events and trying to teach people this new skill or this new thing or something like that. But this is something like we're talking about taking care of yourself,
Yeah.
like taking care of like just being a better person, like
Yep.
creating boundaries, journaling, like becoming better mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So everybody could benefit from this, literally.
Absolutely. And it's things that you can apply to your daily life.
Mhm.
Not a 5 year plan, not something 5 years out, but literally something you can leave that event and implement that night or that
Yeah,
next day.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And one thing that I love, and I will say about, I guess we're picking on Shalissa right now. The one thing that I love about Shalissa's portion is she's talking about motherhood, right, or parenthood. She's talking about parenthood, and having these boundaries as a parent. We just did a very similar live on TikTok, and one of the attendees came up and she talked about how her life changed after the event. And one of the things she said was, "I'm not a parent, but it made me look at my mother differently."
Mm.
I was like,
Marsha
"Wow."
and I were on the live. I was texting Marsha like, "Oh my god, what? Okay, little old me just coming and talking at your event like
Yeah.
that. That's something that I didn't even think of for other persons."
Yep.
And I was going to touch on that a little bit too, where I focus a lot on motherhood or parenthood, but I like to tell people it's for parenting and it's for caregiving. Like you said, Jerry, you're out of the motherhood chapter of your life. You're in the grandparent chapter of your life, which is still mothering, and you're taking care of your dad now, which ultimately the roles have changed. So
Right.
you still need to have that boundary. You have
Mm-hmm.
aunts and uncles who play that role of parent in their children, in their nieces and nephews' lives. Grandparents who stepped in, it's for everything. We
Yeah.
mother and we parent in a lot of capacities outside of just our birth given children, and it
Absolutely.
happens into anything. We mother our projects, we birth our passions into
Yeah.
these big elaborate events. These are our babies. Your tea shop is going to be your new baby.
Yeah.
You got 7 kids now, Jerry.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And so if you guys want to sample that tea, like she said, she's gonna have the entire tea bar at the Save Yourself event. And when I tell you, last year I was not when Tea Me decided to sponsor last year, I was not expecting what I saw. I'm thinking we're just gonna have some tea bags and put it in the cup and go about our business. And it's an experience, y'all. It is an experience, and I just can't wait to see what the physical location looks like. I'm gonna just be in there every day. That's just gonna be my work location. I just bring my laptop.
And
Go
that's
ahead and
really,
just
I
make
mean,
her an office in the back.
Yeah.
that's literally where the vision came from, though, because I was a homeschool mom at one point and, working from home, and I would drive to go to cafes to have a different, like work environment. I would camp out at cafes for my workspace, and I couldn't find a cafe that served tea. Usually it's coffee,
Yeah.
and different brands of coffee. And when I would ask for tea, they would like hand me a Lipton bag. And literally, I got the vision, the whole download as I was driving. I drove almost 30 minutes from my local neighborhood before I got to a place that I could sit, work, and stay. And my download on that drive was be the solution to your own problem. And so that's why I'm so focused on bringing it to the South DeKalb County area, because that's the area I drove for 30 minutes before I could get somewhere.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
dope, man. Like I said, man, I'm blessed to be amongst so many great people, man. Like, what? I'm telling you, super gratitude.
Yeah. And and Marsha, you talked about the tea. Now, for the record, y'all, I provide a tea experience. I don't make tea. People always ask me that. So, do you make your own tea? I don't make tea, but I do source tea from local tea farmers. Um, Black female tea farmers because they out there and I love it for them and the fact that it can all be provided at TME. And so yes, the teas that I select are very carefully sourced to make sure that we are getting a wellness experience, that you feel it when you drink it, when you sip it, that you feel it. And then of course those special handwritten messages on the cups are, you know, like no other. They always seem to resonate with the people that grab the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
something
that.
about that.
Last year I loved that.
Hmm.
I was
And
like, oh, let me
again,
I was all in people cups. Can I see what your cup is? Can I see what your cup is?
just wasn't expecting it. It's an experience, y'all. Like she said, she creates an experience. It was an experience. I was scared to drink the tea because it was so pretty. um, so one of the things that I want to make sure that we do is actually get the Save Yourself page out there, because we are putting the updates on there every time. You know, there are any changes. Every time we add something. It's getting put on that page. So I want to make sure that everyone does have that page and have access to it. So if y'all could do me a favor in the comments, I need y'all to go ahead and tag the Save Yourself Experience page, just so that anybody that is watching this live that is not following that page can go ahead and follow. Because once that page gets to 500, we're going to give away a free ticket.
Mm.
Oh,
So not only follow the page, but make sure you send it to a cousin, an aunt, sister, brother, hubby, wifey. Once it gets to 500, we're going to give away a free ticket. Okay.
nice.
Yep. And so let's talk about the meet and greet. Let's talk about the meet and greet on Friday night. So the meet and greet on Friday night is actually going to be at Guac Taco Studio.
Let's talk about the
And
fact that Marsha gonna have me in these streets for 3 days straight, and Monday is gonna be a shutdown day for me.
and the funny thing is I can't get Jerry out the house this long. So for her to come 3 days in a row, y'all.
You
And I
right.
heard you, Jerry has boundaries. And with Jerry's boundaries, you just can't feel any kind of way, because if she's not going to do it, she's just going to say, oh no, I'm not. You know how people try to find excuses? Like, oh, I got to walk my goldfish.
The goldfish, not a goldfish.
She doesn't do that. No, I'm not gonna be able to do
Have
that.
fun. You have fun. Have a great time.
So for her to come out 3 days in a row, y'all, that means she loves me, okay? And
I
she
do love
believes in
you.
the
I
vision and the
absolutely
mission
love
of
Marsha.
Save Yourself.
And that also means I need to go ahead and that's a good idea. Let me go ahead and block off that Monday now. Let me block my
Yes,
calendar off that day.
yes, absolutely. Monday
Yeah.
is a recalibrate recovery day.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to reset my calendar to travel properly because I got to come right back to these kids so Marsha can't drain me out all weekend. All right.
So we got Friday. So we're doing karaoke Friday night, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get to laugh at a bunch of y'all. I'm gonna enjoy that.
Get your
We're going to laugh right back.
exactly, because you're gonna be up there. So get your song together. The song that you're gonna
I,
be doing.
I'm gonna be saving my voice for the speech and
No,
everything. You know
it's
what I'm saying?
it's a requirement for all speakers. A requirement for all speakers to get on the mic.
Wow.
Wow.
You know,
I
we
think
all
that's
just
breaking
took note
news.
of that excuse, right? We all were like, no, we got to.
My throat
No.
feels scratchy.
Marsha going to say, it's okay. There'll be tea. You can
Yes,
sip
there will
some
be tea.
tea Saturday morning.
Yes. So we have a question by one of our speakers actually. Will there be virtual access to the event this year? I don't think so. I don't think so. We tried
Mm-mm.
virtual access the second year, and
Mhm.
due to technical difficulties, it was a lot.
I'm
So
I'm telling you, it's not gonna be the same. It's
Ab-
not gonna be the
no.
same because you're not gonna be there journaling. You're not gonna be there meditating the song. Virtual
It,
wouldn't like. I don't
It's a
recommend
different
virtual. Come
energy in the
it's,
room,
I
and
was
just
about to say,
being
it's the
with
synergy.
everybody and
Yeah,
hearing the
absolutely.
experiences. You can hear a story, but you can feel a story when you're there with someone,
Absolutely.
watching them, the body language. It's very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
save yourself the self-love experience.
Experience.
It's nothing, there's nothing that would give it, you can't honor it through a virtual viewing of it. That's mm-mm.
Hmm.
And then the giveaways. I didn't even talk about that. You can't get that virtually. So we have so many giveaways, y'all. When I tell you the raffles will just keep going and going and going. People kept asking like, where did you get all that stuff? We have so many things to give away. The
Nice.
gift bag is amazing. Like I
Hmm.
tell people all the time, your gift bag is worth more than the price of your ticket. Like when you walk in and you get your gift bag, you done made your money back already. But you're getting 3 day experience in person. So can't beat that.
And it speaks a lot to who Marsha is. The fact that, again, this is, I know you say this is the third annual for Save Yourself, but the fourth annual to a wellness event that you've hosted. But it
Mhm.
says a lot that you have people traveling into the local area from out of state to participate in your event. So again, for the person who asked about virtual, like just, you got time to make travel plans. Just
And
want
then
to
and
say
then she
it's
got the
not too late.
discount, the hotel
Hmm.
discounted
And
rate.
it's right
That's,
there
yeah.
next to all
It's
parts of the events.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's what right across
All
the
all
street.
3 days.
Mhm.
Yep,
Yep.
right across the street. Yeah, so I mean, we get it, but I mean, if you can't be there, you won't regret it for sure. And then it's
Yeah.
just a better experience, just a better experience.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep. So last year, I know we had people that flew. Well, of course, my speakers flew in. We had someone come in from Delaware. Of course, Shalissa comes from Miami. Um, we had Ermi. She comes from Florida as well. I think she's Miami area. No, 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 she's not. I think she's like Orlando area. Not sure. Not well versed in Florida. Um, but yeah, so speakers that came in from out of state. But then even the people in the audience, we had Chicago. We
Hmm.
had uh Tennessee, we had Alabama, I mean, when I was looking at the tickets, I'm looking at the states like they're traveling. So yeah, that was exciting. And then even this year as the tickets are coming in, I'm like, ooh, there are flights being booked. There are
Yeah.
Yeah,
hotels being booked.
I'm telling you guys,
So
it's worth it. Again,
yeah.
not to drag the topic, but as a mom of two, to be able to leave to go do something again for myself, but period, to just be able to travel and go somewhere, this is worth it. It's definitely worth it. And then you come back rejuvenated. You
Yeah.
come back with new tips from all aspects of all the speakers. I'm a new mom when I come back. It's like a perfect new year reset
Yeah.
to
hmm
Yeah.
start the year and help implement your goals with a proper foundation with who you are and being in tune in yourself. I'm a believer that you can write all your goals down. We touched on it just now. You can write things and manifest things and bring it in, but none of that truly manifests itself and none of it comes to what you authentically want it to be unless you know who you are. Because
Right.
it'll happen and you don't even know it because you just focus on the wrong things.
Yep. And we have vendors. We didn't even mention the vendors. We have so many conscious vendors that you can get everything that you can think of. We have massage therapists this year. We have readers. We have all kinds of items. So the
So services and products.
services and products, yes.
Yeah.
Then we also have our networking mixer. Didn't even mention that. All of this is included in your ticket. So right after the event is over and we get our sound bowl healing directly from I always want to call her Sunshine, Sunflower, directly from Sunflower that is traveling in from Thailand,
Yep,
flying in from Thailand to do our sound bowl healing.
yep.
Right after that, uh, we go on into our mixer. It is a networking mixer. So you come with your business cards. You come with, come with all the things, okay? And we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a chance to let your hair down, because one thing my brand believes in is balance, okay? So we're gonna be up there and we're gonna be getting our mind right, our finances right, our fitness right, our mommy right, and then we're gonna throw down right after.
Yes,
Can
indeed.
I
Okay.
can I just tell y'all what Marsha really wanted to say? What she wanted to say was, and if you know, you know.
Yep,
Get your mind right, get your mommy right, get your journaling right, and then we're gonna get our twerking right.
that
If
part.
you
That
know
part.
Marsha,
If you know, you know.
that's what she wanted to say. And
She
I'll
told-
say it for her, okay?
Yes. If you know, I said, how can I say this? But if you know,
Right here, okay?
if you know,
Add a little
you know.
spice to it. That's gonna be good for people to go have fun, especially after that first event. It's gonna be fun, man. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited.
But
My parents are
that's
coming.
kind of in between, right? Because it's the end of the day one, but then they come back for day two. So the
Hmm.
networking is Saturday evening.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Saturday evening. So I need you guys, when you come, go straight home. Don't be like, oh, I don't want this to end, I'm gonna go out. No, don't do that, because I need you to be rested for
Hmm.
Sunday morning, okay?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna end early on Sunday. We're gonna end at 2 to make sure that you have time to, if you gotta get ready for work, if you gotta go to some Super Bowl parties, all that thing, you know what? Shh. If you gotta, get ready to go to Super Bowl parties, whatever the case may be. So you'll have time, but I need you to be fully rested for Sunday morning, okay?
Oh, that comment is from somebody that's not connected to your personal page, obviously.
Obviously.
Right.
Yes, yeah. She may just be on my business page.
Mhm. Marsha, if you know, you know.
I'm all about balance, okay? Pray and twerk. It's balance. It's all balance.
Wine, as you say.
It
Yes.
is. It is all about balance, and I like that's one thing I talk about when I do the talk about the budget is balance.
Mm-hmm.
We make our money. We want to have fun with our money too, and it
Yeah.
doesn't feel guilty when you have it allocated monthly. Okay, I like shopping. I got $200 a month that I'm going to spend on shopping. Right, as long as you're paying or other things are getting paid, you're saving. All of your essential bills are also getting paid. There's nothing wrong with gambling, strip club. I tell my clients that everything, like, be honest with me, let me know how you spending your money, and let's come up with a plan. I don't care you gamble.
Right.
As long as you got 20% of your income that's coming in saved and your mortgage is paid,
Yeah.
right? Credit card balances are low. Who cares if you go gamble with your money? Who
Right. As
cares if
long
you
as you
go shop?
exercise some
A
type of
healthy balance.
discipline. Yeah.
Yeah, and all it
Yeah.
takes is just to like, okay, put your money on paper and make a plan for each dollar that's coming in. Make a
Mm-hmm.
plan for it. Okay, this is gonna be here, and I'm gonna use this for this, and then this part I'm gonna boss up with it. That's gonna be my favorite part, is showing you how money is probably leaking from that you making in, and how we're gonna take that money and we're gonna start bossing up. We're gonna start paying down debt. We're gonna start building credit, and we're gonna start being able to apply for new businesses, new homes, new cars, whatever it is. We're doing it. 2026 is the year for sure.
That's awesome.
I can't
Love
wait. I can't
it.
wait. So, of course, you see us. We are four of the. Well, I'm just a facilitator. I just bring the
Don't do
amazing.
that. Don't do that.
I just bring the amazing people
Get
to
her,
Don't do
Jerry.
that.
Get her, Jerry.
You are the curator
Hmm.
of the
I
event, the
yes,
visionary,
the
the one and
visionary.
only.
Yeah.
I'll be introducing you. Don't worry about it. I got it.
The
I got it.
mastermind. Okay.
So you do see us, but we do have some other amazing speakers. We have Cornell that'll be talking about physical wellness. We have Sunny that will be talking about the mind body connection and how what you put in your mind affects your body before she does the sound healing. We have Ermi that's going to be talking about spiritual wellness and being able to protect yourself spiritually. We have Kate that's going to be talking about human design and how your human design affects your life. It is the most mind blowing thing. I am so
I'm
glad we
ready.
have her on the team this year,
That's what I'm
y'all.
excited about right there. I ain't
It
gonna
is
lie.
like
Um, I'm sorry, D. I called dibs first on TikTok.
For real. I
You
missed it
did.
Was
that
on
night too.
TikTok the other night, and I was like, I called dibs.
She said
Yeah,
she's going. She said she's going to sit at Kate's table.
I'm sitting with her.
really. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean that's interesting. That's interesting right there.
Mhm.
I'm excited about that.
Yep. So I'm just so excited about the lineup. We just have some amazing returning speakers as well as some new speakers. We've got some new vendors. It's just like really fresh energy, y'all. So if you came last year, I don't want you to think I came last year. It's gonna be the same thing because it's not.
Right. Yeah.
I guarantee it is
Yeah.
not the same thing. Um, so definitely get your tickets. We do also have prior to the event, the week before January 31st, we'll be having a game night.
Mm.
So that game night is actually going to serve as a fundraiser for the event. Um, I will. Right after this, I got you. The fundraiser, it is going to serve as a fundraiser for the event. So the donation is 25, but we are going to have such a good time, y'all. And again, letting our hair down. Okay. Who wants to see me in Uno? I don't know how to play. Let's see how many people on here because I don't want to get my card taken. I don't know how to play spades, but Uno,
Wow.
y'all, y'all can't see me in Uno.
I
Okay.
feel the judgment is so heavy on some of the streams, Marsha. I feel the judgment with you and for you
Wow.
through
You don't know how
these
to play
streams.
spades?
Shh, don't repeat it.
My bad. Dang. It's like you live in the South and ah,
I'm Jamaican. We play dominoes, okay?
I was just about to say, my defense is I'm Caribbean, all right?
okay. That's a
My
good that's a good
defense.
defense. It really is.
All
It
right.
really is.
All right, Latoya. So me and you on Uno, girl. So yeah, the event has been posted. The flyer has been posted on this page as well as the Save Yourself page. So you know what, Cornell? No judgment. This is a no judgment zone, guys. This is no judgment zone.
Am I
Um,
not seeing? I don't think I'm seeing the comments. People saying something.
you guys
I
not seeing the
wasn't seeing the
comments?
comments either. That's why I'm not being rude. I'm following on my iPad.
Okay. All right, so Will Campbell Jr. has asked, can I share how and why I started this event? So this goes back. So I actually used to have a networking group on Instagram. I started here and we had a networking group where we would bring people. It was three hosts, myself, Dee, I think she's in the comments, and Tara, she's in Canada. But the three of us would hold a networking event each week, and we would bring up entrepreneurs, and they would talk about their business. If there was things that they made, they would show us how to make it, and we would have like a crafting session. So that was a really good time. And one day I was telling these amazing people, I said, you know what? I would really like to have a self love event because we were just up here just complaining about Valentine's Day coming up and stuff like that. Um, and we was like, let's have a self love event. And then I said, but we don't have time. Right. And so here I am, the motivator that's like, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. But I'm like, I don't have time to put this thing together. And they're like, oh no, you tell us that there is no such thing as I can't. So you can. Um, and so that's what we did. So it was a live just like this. We were talking and we were like, okay, let's create a Facebook group and we'll go over to Facebook and we'll continue talking. We were
We used
on
to
there
call it in the
until
house. We used to
in
call
the
it in the
house.
house.
Yeah. We were there till 4 o'clock in the morning planning that event. That was the very first time I met Shalissa, and
Hmm.
she stayed with us till 4 o'clock in the morning planning that event. And it just so happened that it was right before I went to Florida, to Miami, and that's when I met her for the first time in person. And she gave me a bunch of stuff for that event.
Hmm.
She was like, "Here."
Hmm.
Um, and so the first event, there were like maybe 12 women, 10, 12 women. Um, and it was in the back of a crystal shop. And the reviews or the feedback, I mean, people were in tears. Like
Hmm.
cried together. Like, it was an amazing, amazing event. And I had no intention of it being an annual event. So the following year, I didn't do anything, of course. But then they was like, you need to bring that event back. And I was like, okay, we could do it again. But in this second instance of it, I said, let us include the men, right? Because when we think self-love, they automatically think women. And men, they carry so much, and they're always expected to be strong, and they're always expected to carry everyone else, not realizing that they have to focus on their wellness as well. They have to focus on their mental wellness, their spiritual wellness, and all of that. So this needs to be a place for men and women. And so that second event, the first event was called Wine, Waist, Speeds, and Wellness, because our show was called Wine, Waist, Speeds, and Networking.
Mm-hmm.
Wine, Waist, Speeds, and Networking. And so that event was called Wine, Waist, Speeds, and Wellness. So when I brought it back, that's when I called it the self-love experience. So save yourself the self-love experience. And that event, we had about 35 people around there, and it was, you know, at a smaller space, but it was a really, I was like, this, we need to do this every year.
Mm-hmm.
And there were people at that event that was like, yeah, we don't need it every year, we probably need it like every quarter, because I need to be reminded of all this stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I do that. I don't know if I do every quarter, but I got you one every year, and we've been doing this every year since. So one of my biggest goals has always been getting more men in the room. So Will Campbell Jr., make sure you get your ticket. It's always been about getting more men in the room, because honestly, men need, not that they need it more than us, but they need it just as much as us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And they don't know what they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest
yeah.
thing. Is we um it's because before I started on a journey, and I'm new to this, so like when I'm at the event, I'm a learner. I'm literally there learning better ways to practice this stuff, and nobody teaches us this. They really teach us to like suck it up and go get
Yeah.
it done. Like for real. Like you really don't have excuses as a man. Get it done. Right? Nobody is like it's nobody teaching us how to handle or deal with emotions, right? A lot of men. I had a conversation with one of my best friends the other day, and him and his lady had, you know, a little spat because he said, man, I don't really, when I get emotional, I don't really know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, bro, you know, I understand, I get it, because while our emotions far off, we so quick to have anger and all of these things, and we don't know how to decipher that emotion. It's just an energy. And I think once you learn how to alchemize that energy as a man, you can be even more masculine with what you're doing, right?
Right.
Just because it's emotional doesn't mean it's feminine or whatever. Like you can use this energy, this anger, this sadness, this grief, this whatever this emotion is, and you can go to the gym with that energy, right? You can do a lot with that energy. So I think it's important for men to learn a lot of these things, learning how to become one with their thoughts. That's probably the biggest thing that I've learned on my journey is, you know, being able to decipher my thoughts and not let my thoughts control me, and me
Mhm.
controlling my thoughts for my better good. So meditating, journaling, going to get massages, you know, just having that self-care experience have helped me just be a better man, be a better leader, and all the things. So it's important that men hear this information, practice information, and show, and just to show how much or how better of a leader they'll show up for their family. For real.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. That was really good. And piggybacking off of what D Saul is saying, I knowing that to be true, and you know, Marsha, to your point, making sure that every year something different is happening. Even though, you know, this is my third year doing the journaling workshop, there is a component around emotions that is being added to the journaling piece, because what you just said, we don't always identify what our emotion is. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we learn in elementary or primary school, you got happy, sad, mad, you know, and we're introduced to like this very narrow view of emotions, four to select from. To even when you go to the doctor, you got four. You got the green, the yellow, the red, and the orange, and you are to pick one. And there's so many more emotions that need to be, that we all need to be aware of, that we need to be able to identify. And so the idea of sitting down and journaling, I'm going to introduce that piece as well, doing a feelings check, doing an emotion check to see
Mhm.
where you are, even as you sit with your journal. So hopefully that'll be helpful as well, for the men and women, just identifying where are you. If you don't use the word sad or happy or angry or then what is it? And so that list will give you more words to identify with.
Hmm.
Mhm.
What's the
I
saying? I don't catch feelings, I catch flights. No, my friend, you are a human being, my boy. You are a human being, and you have real feelings. I don't care what
Yep.
they try to tell you to bury them. And actually, burying them is probably not doing you any good if we really go get in depth with that. But
Mhm.
we really have feelings as men. We have feelings, and you telling a lot of yourself if you don't agree with that. Like we
Right.
have real feelings, and once you learn how to deal with those feelings that you have, you will become a better person. You have better days, more
Right.
Yeah.
happiness, more peace, more
Yeah.
And,
peace.
and so Will
and I
said, suppression is so real. And that's what I love about the portion that Sunny will be doing, because she's talking about how suppressing those feelings actually affect your body. Like it
Yep.
affects your physical body. So I'm really excited about that portion as well.
Yep.
I want to add in there that, like we're saying, the event is ever growing and it's ever changing because each year, I know at least for when I'm going through my subject and what I'm going to go through with everyone, it's building off of the feedback, first of all, that Marcia gets off of what we did from the year prior, but it's also feeding off of, again, this safe space that we're making. Every year it's getting more safe and we're allowed to get more vulnerable with ourselves but with each
Mhm.
other. So
Right.
again, this is why it's not a virtual, conducive event, because
Yeah.
you want to feel that around you. You're having
Absolutely.
little talks on the side, you're doing these little things where
Mhm.
somebody, there's a speaker, and yes, you respect that speaker, and I don't just mean this in this event in general, but in anything that we encounter, you're listening to something, but you never know who that person is to the left and right of you that might say something under their breath. And then you're just like, wait, what? You too? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to hear you, but I heard you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I help you? Can I help you from my experience? And I think the first year that I spoke at Save Yourself, I had someone come up to me at the end and was just like, you put a lot of things into perspective, not for a personal story, but for somebody that I know. And
Mm.
now I know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
That first year, I spoke about my story on postpartum depression and what that looked like afterwards. And coming from a Caribbean family, coming from families that we don't know what that is. We didn't have that language per se. You know what the signs and symptoms are, but you don't really know what that language is. So for someone just like me, but in an older generation, to come to me and be like, I've seen that, but I didn't know. And now I have to correct that relationship because I faulted that person because I didn't have the language to help them. We identified it, but we didn't know what the problem was. We didn't know what the solution was. So again, we're just building this safe space to tap into each other, but most importantly with yourself. And to Jerry's point, that might be on paper. Sometimes we write it out and then we're like, "Oh, I wrote that."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my truth right there.
Mhm.
That's it. And it's okay.
Yeah.
And I remember after you
Absolutely.
spoke the first year, there was someone, when I told you I tried to do virtual that first year, um, that she was actually at home. She was supposed to come to the event, but she ended up not being able to come because of a babysitting situation. And she was a fresh new mom,
Hmm.
going through postpartum, and here she can't even come to show up for herself because her babysitter fell out at the last moment. So she was able to, um, you know, view it virtually. But she messaged me afterwards, and she was like, everything Shalissa talked about is what I'm going through now. And Shalissa was like, girl, give her my number so she could call me. But
Hmm.
yeah, so you just never know what people are going through, and you never know what you're gonna get from the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I know you catering and you want to grow this too. all audiences and especially all men, but I personally, and this again comes from the sector that I focus in, Black men's mental health is the key to a lot of what we learn. That
Mm.
suppression and just the vulnerability is not weakness in our communities, and I see it a lot because what people don't know too is men also can go through postpartum depression, and men go through that change, that
Mm.
brain change when they become fathers. We have 9 months with that baby before that baby is here. So when we go through it, at least we know who this human is. But when you have that baby, that dad is like, who is this person and what is it going through? And then they have to suppress that because I got to be strong for my wife. She just went through this
There you
physical
go.
birth. I got to be strong for her.
There you go.
I can't this. And then it just tumbleweeds, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. And then it just mounts into a work problem, a social problem, and all these other things. When from day one, if you just felt safe to voice it, you felt safe to say something and be vulnerable about it, the spiraling wouldn't happen. And again, that's to all audiences, but we know what those statistics are within our own community with that.
I like that. See, that's why y'all got to be a save yourself, man. Like, we dropping nuggets and gems like that. Come on, just think about that, man, for real. And suppression, I think, I want to say a little bit more about the suppression. Suppression is super real. And how I always like to explain it, when I learned how trapped emotions manifest, like how emotions or get trapped in your body and then it gotta come out some kind of way, it helped me go into deep thought, and I started realizing, a lot of our black men, you'll see them in the news for shooting or beating up somebody, and where do y'all think that comes from? It isn't just because somebody pissed them off,
Hmm.
right? These are suppressed emotions from who knows how long they've been sitting there, and the one person that ticked them off, now all of those emotions are manifesting physically. Now they lashing out. Now they're angry. Now they're, I hate to say it, in my hometown, someone just literally killed their father, their cousin, their family. Now they got
That's
literally shot them.
yeah.
I think it was their
Let's
brother.
be careful with the words so we don't get kicked off.
You're right. You're right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So ended up losing his family. I think brother, a father, a little cousin, and so forth, because he was angry. Right?
Mm,
Where do you think the anger comes from, y'all?
mm,
I
It's
mean,
that
yeah, some people.
pain, the
Yeah,
straw
it's
that
true.
broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
We judge it and we look at it and we're like, really, like that was not the reaction for that. But you never know what people are going through.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Hmm.
for me, self love as it pertains to men is, let's get out in front of it, but before it turns to that, right? Let's stop
Absolutely.
suppressing our emotions, right? Let's start making an adjustment now, so we don't have to encounter that, 3 months from now,
Yeah.
right? When someone like now, if someone makes me mad, right now, I have the mental capacity to think about it, think about my response to this instead of reacting to it automatically, right? So that's
Exactly.
what self love for me and this whole event is about. Just being better at being a better person, saving yourself,
Mhm,
literally,
mhm.
quite
Yeah.
literally.
And adding to D Saul, like, I mean, if you believe in taking your vitamins and your supplements, for the sales, for to be on the good side of health, like the preventive side of health instead of reactive, that's what
Ah,
this event is. This event is a proactive,
yes.
move that you can make toward your wellness rather than reactive. Don't wait until the court sends you to anger management. No, show up to save yourself. Show
Yeah.
up to save yourself and learn how to manage your anger before you have to be court ordered to go to anger management.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a creator, there's a social media creator, and she's called like the girl with the notebook. I don't know if you guys have seen her, but every time like she hears a really good quote, you see her running with her camera, and if she runs and she gets a notebook and writes it down. And that's how I feel being on the live with y'all. Every time y'all say something, I'm like, I need to write, I need to write I need to write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this idea, D Saul, I know you are representing men when you say what you say, but I was just having this conversation an hour ago with a group of women on Zoom who are all caregivers. And I was saying the exact same thing. Like, let's get to a point where we're not swallowing our tears. We're not swallowing our emotions for the sake of somebody else's comfort. The universe can handle our tantrums. Like, let the tears fall, let the emotions out, because when we hold it in, that toxicity manifests into illness and dis-ease. And then we wonder why Black
Wow.
women, have this high
Yeah.
rating of cancer showing up, because
Mhm.
toxicity is manifesting. And so, to make sure that we live longer than the loved ones we're taking care of, we need to let the tears fall. We need to let the scream out. We need to release any toxic emotion. And so, I'll say that to men and women. What you said about I don't catch feelings, I catch flights. Well, that means you're taking your feelings with you, and then you get out of the country
Mm,
somewhere and you snapping
mm,
on somebody in a third world country, and now you can't even get back to the United States. Like,
mm,
Hey,
mm.
passport seeking.
let's
Yep.
just let's just handle it before it gets out of whack, right? Let's do the preventive wellness work, and doing that means showing up as Save Yourself.
Man, that is a bar there.
Listen, I'm wanting to grab the note. It's a good thing I'm gonna save this live, because
That is a bar. For real though, like, of course there's other circumstances and things that happen, but these sicknesses and people having strokes and diabetes, like a lot of those things, you know, of course, lifestyle habits has something to do with it, but sometimes is our body is in literal dis-ease
It
because
is.
we're holding emotions from
It is.
literally. If
Absolutely.
if if, if you had something happen to you as a 5-year-old kid and you haven't reconciled it as an adult, it still lives in you,
yeah,
right? You
Exactly.
you, you think you just, oh, this just the way I am. This just what I do. Actually, something happened to you a long time ago. You might have forgot, your conscious mind may have forgot, but your subconscious mind still know and protecting you from that. So
mm,
people don't understand how thoughts and emotions affect your livelihood. Literally, it's
Yep.
not really stroke. It's that thing that happened that you've been mad about for 10 years that's now manifesting into this stroke now. And that's
Mm-hmm.
key. And I saw a post the other day, man. It's so powerful. She said, you say you would do anything for your kids, right? You would do anything for your kids, right? What about taking care of your emotions for your kid? What
Yeah.
about, for me, how I'm going to teach it? What is about saving that extra bit of money so you can provide a better financial life for your kids? What about that? You're gonna do anything, doing anything for your kids don't mean just buying them anything. It also means not buying them everything so you
right.
can create a cushion for them in case an emergency comes. So how much do you
And not
care
just
about
doing
yourself?
it, but teaching them how.
Teach
Yeah.
them the tools. You can take
Yeah.
them to
Yes,
the water, but you can't teach them how to drink it.
That's
But
it.
show them how to get to the water. Don't just take
Yeah.
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So
Hmm.
That's good stuff.
all of this stuff is powerful. Like all of it, from the spiritual aspect, for the fitness, financial, the journaling, all of it, motherhood, parenthood, all of it is necessary. All of it is a part of our lives. Like she said,
Yeah.
even if you're not a parent, you have a parent, right?
Yeah.
Or you may be taking care of someone, or you may have to take care of someone one day, right?
Yeah.
So all of these things are beneficial to every aspect of our life. That what makes this event so special.
Absolutely. And it's intergenerational. So, for those who do, maybe looking right now, it's multicultural, multi-ethnic, and intergenerational. So while we may be representing the brown skinned people right now on this live, please understand that it is for everybody.
Yes.
It's
Hmm.
universal. Wellness is universal. And the idea, like, I mean, we've had, and it's just a beautiful thing. I mean, Marsha, what you created is a beautiful thing, because we literally had 4 to 5 generations represented last year. When I think about the people who were in the room, some of the people who walked up to me, one young lady, she walked up to me and we hugged each other afterwards. Now, mind you, I was speaking on journaling. So I thought she was talking to me about, well, she did. She mentioned about the prompts and everything for the journal, but she also said there was something motherly about me that was
Mm.
warm and approachable, and something that she was dealing with her lifestyle choice and her parents and all that type of stuff. And so she needed a mother's hug in that moment.
Wow.
But the idea that you have this intergenerational environment where the generations are showing up for each other and supporting each other in that type of way, you don't find that everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And I will say, I keep hearing that word safe. I've had a few people, even when I did this on TikTok, when the people that were a part of the event came up and spoke, it was the same theme of the space feels so safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a few people that came by themselves and they were like worried about coming by themselves. And I'm like, once you get there, it's not going to matter. It is not going to matter. I mean, I think
We're
you should bring
friendly.
2 to 3 people, but it's not going to matter. Don't use that as a reason not to come because I
Yeah.
don't have anyone to go with.
Yeah.
Come by yourself.
Yep. Come
And
by
it's
yourself and meet your people.
yeah,
Meet your people.
real talk. You definitely gonna find community there.
Yep. Because I mean, from the time that you joined, how many people are still in your life now that you met at
Mm-hmm.
some of these events?
Oh man,
You know?
I know I need more than both of my hands, like people that I'm at least connected to, and I
Right.
feel like I'm gonna always be connected to just from that one experience. Like I was saying
Yeah.
the other day, I met an energy healer there, and I've been a client since. Like
Wow.
just that, I mean, it's just that it was that profound, just being there in a room, and you can tell the people there are genuine. That's the biggest
Yes.
thing. That's why you probably won't be able to get it virtually, because it's hard to feel that genuine, that authenticity when you're on a computer or something. When you're in a room and you can feel that energy, it's just a different experience.
Uh-huh.
It is.
Absolutely.
I
And I
remember the first one that you did, the waist beads one that you did at
mm,
Stillwell's.
yeah.
You did that one online too, and I couldn't come
Yes.
up for it, and I was online, and like she said, it you can tell that it was moving, and you can tell that people were crying, and I'm here like, what are they crying about? Why is she standing in front of the thing like that? Move. It's frozen now. There it is. And then they come back and everybody crying, and it's like, wow, I just missed the moment.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's exactly why I said I'm not gonna do that
Yeah.
again. You have to
Yeah.
be in the room. I wanted to add as well, I don't think we mentioned this, but lunch will be served. And when I say lunch, I'm talking about like eating. I'm not talking about like grapes and cheese, okay?
We
This,
ate
this
good
ain't
last
no
year.
Jason's Deli Box. That's not what this
Nope.
is.
We had
Nope.
mimosa last year too, didn't we?
You said what?
We had a mimosa. Or
We had,
maybe I
yes, we
got the.
did. We
Oh,
did.
okay. I'm about to say maybe I got the wrong thing. Don't supposed to be
No,
saying it, but
we had that.
yeah, we yeah, it was the food
Mhm.
was amazing last year, and I don't eat meat. I'm plant based, so it was even options for me to eat there. So yeah, the food was
Yeah.
legit.
Of course, yeah. We're gonna make sure
Yeah,
everybody eats and everybody's full.
it was
Yes,
really good.
and that's included with their ticket too, right? So all
Yes.
this come included. Okay, yeah.
And I'm gonna let y'all know it's not just one plate and you're done. There's
Yeah.
ample food there. Okay?
So
There's
we're gonna
ample
eat
food.
good. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna feel connected. You're gonna have community. You're gonna eat good. We're gonna party a little bit, right? Dang, this is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Balance.
telling you, y'all.
Balance.
This is not just me just vouching for this event. I'm not getting paid anything. Like, listen, this is literal a great time. I've had it. I've experienced it. I brought someone with me last year. They enjoyed it. They're coming back again this year. Look, y'all, save yourself.
That's
2026.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yes. And it's also a judgment-free zone. Like we have people that, they break down and start crying or whatever. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Okay. This is a judgment-free
Hmm.
zone. Be
Yes,
yourself. Be
Yep.
yourself. And when
I
we go to
noticed.
parties, don't judge me either.
I noticed the community was like that when we did the hike, the reflections hike.
Yes.
And I think it was someone that just, they were moving a little slower than everyone else. And the whole group was like, okay, we'll wait on them. Ain't no problem. Like, no sweat, no pressure. Like, let her catch up, man. And that shows you, like, there's no judgment with the community. None
Yep.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So at this time, we've just been up here talking. I'm gonna open the floor for questions if you guys have any. We have about 15 minutes left. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them below, and we will answer to the best of our ability. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to share, y'all. I'm excited every year, but yeah, I'm excited. And this is the first year that it will be two and a half, two and a half
Mm-hmm.
days. Because that was like one of the biggest feedback that we got was it wasn't long enough. Literally, I'm asking everybody like, how can we make this better? And they're like, make it longer.
We want more. We want
We want
more.
more. So here we are, giving you what you asked for.
Yes, indeed, man.
And
What do
we
y'all?
know that this may grow eventually into an overnight retreat, but for now it is come, leave, come back.
Yeah. I told Marsha that I see this growing into like something bigger than big, like
Mm-hmm.
bigger than big conferences. Like one day I was meditating about my speech and just saw myself presenting in front of like thousands of people, stage lights flashing. Like I felt it. Like I see that for
You know
this.
Yeah.
what the funny thing is? So you know I'm a part of a big part of a spiritual community because I am a reader and things like that. Um, and I've had so many people within that community tell me about this grand stage that they see Save Yourself on. I've also had people in my community see a retreat, but this grand stage is a recurring theme of people telling me like, oh no, I see it, and it's like a huge stage with like hundreds if not thousands of people, and I'm like, you sure that's my event? Did you see me up there? But no, so yeah, it's weird. It's not weird. I stopped saying that a long time ago. It's amazing that you saw that in
Mm-hmm.
meditation because you are not the only one that saw Save Yourself in that way.
Yes. I love what you're doing. I love the whole idea. I love like how you connecting all of these different aspects and making it a wellness event. Pretty dope. Kind of jealous a little bit, maybe a little. Pretty
How
good.
can you
Good
be
idea.
jealous and you're a pivotal piece of it?
You're right about
You're
that, man.
part of it.
You're right about that.
I've
Why did I
already
think of
told
that?
Marcia to put some wheels on this and bring it down to Florida.
Yeah.
I've
Which,
already told her.
which part of Florida are you in?
I'm in Miami, like Fort Lauderdale area.
Or
I'm like in between.
I
So
got you. That's what's up.
Yeah.
save yourself, Miami.
I mean,
All
it got some
right.
nice places here that we could do retreat style still too.
Mm.
Save yourself, Miami retreat.
I'm just saying.
I mean, hey,
Will says it needs
I
to be a whole
mean,
week cruise.
Mm. These some good ideas. So you thinking like conference at the beginning of the year, like now, and then maybe a retreat towards later on in the year? You thinking that for the future?
It's
wow.
possible. That's possible. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But I'm just all I'm hearing is growth. That's all I'm hearing from everywhere in every direction
yep.
is that we're going somewhere. And
Yes,
I'm
Say it one
ma'am.
more time, Marcia. Say it one more time. We doing what?
we're going somewhere.
All
Growth,
right,
Yeah.
girl.
expansion,
And
all
you,
the good
I
things.
mean, the momentum is showing itself. Like you just
Yeah.
said it. You started with 12. The next year you double, or the next time you had it, you more than doubled. We know last year you more than doubled. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, the momentum is already there.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we're gonna be packed out this year. So get y'all tickets for a sell out because I mean there is a cap on tickets. We do have a room cap. So
So for Will Campbell Jr., before we do a whole week cruise, do you have your ticket for the 2-day weekend in February of 2026?
Shout out to my boy Will too, man. Will is a partner of my New Orleans real estate business.
nice.
He used to be in title. I think he's in marketing now, man. And he's such a good asset. Anytime I reached out to him, he's been there for me, man. Shout out to Will for being on the live.
So
Did you
speaking
reach out?
of
Did you reach
Nice.
out to him and let him know that you need him February
He just
6th?
said, he just
he
said,
said it's
booking off this
booking.
Okay,
live.
there we go.
Oh
Yes.
well, well.
Hey, there you go.
Did you let him know that he can get a discount from you, D Saul?
With your
Team.
code.
Are you down with this contest or no?
Okay, yeah, you're right. My bad. Will Team D-Saw, you get some money, get some monies off your ticket, man, by using the code. The same name my Instagram handle, Team D-Saw. Get you some monies off, man. Looking forward to seeing you there, bro.
Yeah, we do have a
That's
vendor that's
awesome.
actually traveling from New Orleans. I think
Nice.
she may still be in here. Yeah, she's traveling from New Orleans as well, and she's a vendor. She's might have some
Honey. Got them
things.
traveling from the north, south, east, and the west. Come through, Marsha. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
we are
We'll
coming
have,
in.
yeah, we're gonna have Florida in the house so far. My people, they say I need to get on them about go ahead and ordering the tickets. So
Mm.
far, we got Mississippi, Louisiana, and Florida coming.
Nice. Yes. Yeah, even the tickets, like I said, the tickets that are coming in now, I'm looking at the states like, oh my gosh, this is crazy for Save Yourself. Oh.
Bigger than big, man. Bigger
I
than
mean,
big.
but that, it's supposed to feel that way though. If the vision's not bigger than you, if you can do it yourself, then it's not big enough,
You're
So
not
the fact
scared.
the fact that you
Hmm.
feel scared, you're walking in the
That's
right direction. It
it.
gotta
That's
be it gotta be bigger
Hmm.
than you.
That's it. That
Yeah.
goes to what we were talking about earlier about knowing your emotions. And man, when you feel that fear, you got to understand what kind of fear that is that you
Yes.
feel. Right?
Yeah.
That fear might just be an illusion for, and I'm gonna be talking about that in my speech. That might be a feeling that you feel that's trying to propel you to keep moving forward because you got a big dream. And maybe that dream is so big that your mind can't fathom it yet.
Yeah.
Right? Your mind can't fathom it yet. So you just keep walking and keep going and keep going. And eventually you're gonna repeat or rehearse whatever that idea that you had that was so big so many times. Now you become used to it. And now
Yeah.
it becomes more and more your reality. So I'm telling y'all, man, save yourself, save your mind, save your spirit, save your emotions, save your finances, save your physical health, save everything at the Save Yourself Experience
Yeah.
2026, man.
Yeah.
Real
And
talk.
again, for those that are traveling from out of state, we do have a discounted hotel block. And this hotel is like 7 minutes from the event space and across the street from the meet and greet. So it's in a prime location. It's an amazing discount. It ends on the 22nd. So if you are booking and you're thinking about it, you might want to do it soon because after the 22nd, it's going to be regular price. Um, I guess before we go as well, I want to give you two a chance to give your codes out to your community to make sure that your folks are able to book under your code.
I gotta remember my code. I
I
got
know
mom
mine.
brain.
I just mine has been posted a couple of times, but yeah, $10 off using my code right with me, and that's the with is without the I. So it's RWRITEWTH me, right with me.
I believe yours is Mom Tells, isn't it?
I was gonna say, is it mom tell? I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if the stories was in it or not.
No,
So
it's Mom Tells.
there we go.
Mom tells TALES, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
tales like stories. It's about all of our stories and who we are.
Love
Look,
it.
that could still be either one of the tales when you talk about stories.
True.
Tell to yeah,
True.
yep. Play on the word.
That's amazing. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to see everybody. And I'm sorry. Something D Saul said, Marsha. And Marsha knows because I sent it through text. But for the sake of sharing the big vision or the scary stuff, I will say this on the live that I shared with Marsha in text. So I will be receiving my doctorate in June of 2026.
Mm,
Y'all
Yes.
gonna show some love in these
mm,
comments.
That's my first
mm.
time. It's my first time saying it publicly, y'all.
Oh, that's
Congratulations.
Listen,
awesome, Jerry.
Congratulations.
you know
What?
what?
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what my favorite part about that is? Future Save Yourself events. Dr.
Dr.
Jerry.
Jerry.
That got a ring
Oh,
to it too, Dr. Jerry. That's
Oh, y'all ticket prices is going up.
y'all
Y'all
better get
better
over
come
there,
this
honey.
year. We
Y'all
got a
better get
doctor coming to tell you how to write, okay?
look. Y'all better get the tickets while they're 100 now. I'm
Yep.
telling you.
oh,
Congratulations, though. That's an amazing accomplishment.
thank
Yeah.
you. But
Tomorrow
I'm
is
gonna just,
pricing too.
yeah, I'm gonna carry this, push through the anxiety with Marsha. We're gonna be in this together.
Yeah, I will say the most amazing part of my Save Yourself experience is the connections that I've made. And although I've known these ladies since before Save Yourself, even with bringing the Saul on board and everybody else is a part of the team, I have such an amazing team, y'all. Like they're stuck with Save Yourself forever, like forever. I don't care if we have a like they here forever until they want to go, and they not gonna want to go. I'm just
She's not gonna let us go.
Oh,
you can't
She's
you
just
can't
saying that for the live,
you
but she's
can't
not
go
gonna
without
let us
mine.
go.
But you know, so y'all stuck.
And really, I think what was so quick for me to say yes when you talked to me about Save Yourself is because, if you recall, you showed up for me with my event that I was doing. We did 3 events together. Well, I curated 3 events that Marsha showed up for me and then turned around and was like, so I got this event. Yeah, because, again, at that point, it's like, how can I not, like,
Mhm.
just return the favor. So it's just been a great partnership and sisterhood, because it definitely has gone beyond business. But that idea of how we honor each other's space,
Mhm.
as far as your craft, your gift, what you bring to the table, the mutual respect and honor for what we do, I think, is what carries the relationship forward.
Absolutely. And when too
Yeah.
much time passes by, I'm like, Jerry, I don't know what you're doing, but it's time. And then we have to go have our lunch because it can't be too much time.
Yeah.
yeah,
I just want to add to that we all have had our common feedback and sharing to everybody the safe space and how great the event is. But there's the foundation of Marsha and who Marsha is that created this. So I just and she gonna tell me why you had to say that on live. I Because I know her. But I just want people to know the authenticity that comes from this event is literally coming from a place of genuine passion and a genuine care for, like she said, other people's well-being, other
Yeah.
people's growth.
Yep.
And she could have done this on her own, and yet every year, look at, we went from how many people the first couple years? The first year
Yeah.
was you, and you just had it kind of like a workshop. The second year there was probably, what, 3 of us that spoke,
Yeah.
and now we've got 2.5 days worth of people to tell y'all stuff, okay,
Yeah.
and to help you guys. So again, it took nothing for any of us to say yes to joining on here, because yes, it is something that falls aligned into what we all do, but Marsha's passion behind it and the
Yep.
genuine purpose behind
Yep.
it.
yeah,
And
Absolutely.
this kind of environment, that's what you need, is the genuine place, a
Yeah.
genuine soul to help you.
Yep.
So
a hundred
that's just my
percent,
piece.
a
I was
hundred, a
definitely
hundred
thinking
percent.
that, Shalissa, when she said that we're locked in to save yourself. In my head, I'm thinking, no, I'm locked into Marsha.
Right.
Yeah,
So
she
This
can
can
even if
say,
change,
yeah,
even
this
if
can
this is the
change to
last year
save
for
each
Save
other.
Yourself, and you decide that you want to do, waist beads for the ankle or something, I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever Marsha wants
yeah.
to do.
Yep.
I would say the same. I would say it's easy. It was easy saying yes to you, and just seeing the firepower, the passion that you have for this, your vision, your goal. Just everything that you stand for. And we've just met. I mean, maybe a little over a year or two now, but I can tell that, and that aligns with what I do and what I'm passionate about. So it's easy, yes,
Yep.
100%.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Yes, indeed.
No, but seriously, I love that I'm able to curate these spaces, because it's for you. I create these spaces for you. And like, I know there's a lot of times, like, of course, my brand is always in the forefront, Royal Beauty Bees and Sanctuary, but I am not the face of this event. Although a lot of people feel like I should be, I'm not, because this event is for you. This isn't, you know, a Marsha, a Marsha show, okay? These spaces are created with you in mind. So I just wanted to say that. But thank you guys so much for loving me. Um, yeah, so it's 10 o'clock. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If you guys have any last questions, you can go ahead and drop them below. But just a quick summary: we do have the meet and greet on Friday the 6th. That's going to be at Guac Taco Studio, from 7 to 10. Then we have the first day of event on Saturday, which is the 7th. That's going to be from 12 p.m. It ends at 5, but then we go directly into the mixer. The mixer ends at 8. Um, and then you're going to go home and get some good rest. Okay. And then you're going to come back Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So all of that is included in your ticket. Do you guys have anything? No? Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here with us tonight. Because honestly, you could have been anywhere else in the world tonight. You decided to be here with us. So that is very, very, very appreciative. And I hope you guys have the most amazing night ever. I don't know all of you, but I love you guys. Good night.
Good
Peace
night.
out.
Right.